I'm not sure how to begin this. My name is Daniel, and I'm sitting here in a hospital room. The fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, casting shadows that seem to stretch into the corners of my mind. I've heard whispers about SCP-4999. You might know it as someone to watch over us. They say it appears at the end, right when you're about to leave this world. I can feel the weight of my own mortality pressing down on me. The doctor said I have maybe a few days left, if I'm lucky. The pain is unbearable, and I'm all alone in this room. Or at least I was. It started with a chill in the air. I remember looking around, expecting to see a nurse or a doctor. But it was just me. That's when I saw him. He was dressed impeccably in a dark suit, his face obscured by the shadows. I couldn't tell if he was tall or short, but there was an aura, a presence about him that made the air feel thick. He didn't say a word. He just walked over and sat beside me on the bed. I could feel my heart racing. Was I dreaming? Was this some sort of hallucination from the medication? I wanted to scream, to push him away, but I felt paralyzed. And then he reached into his jacket pocket. He took out a pack of cigarettes. I haven't smoked in years, but he offered me one. There was something comforting in the gesture. I took it, and he lit it for me just like that. It felt surreal, like I was in a movie. I glanced at him, and for a moment, I thought I could see a flicker of kindness in his eyes. He lit one for himself, too. We just sat there, two strangers in a silent conversation. I could feel the smoke curling around us, and it was almost soothing. I thought about how lonely it was in this place, how I hadn't had a visitor in weeks. I didn't know how long we sat there. Time seemed to slip away. I wanted to ask him who he was, what he wanted, but the words wouldn't come. Instead, I just stared at the cigarette, the way the ember glowed, the way it made me feel alive, if only for a moment. And then something shifted. I could feel the heaviness in my chest growing. I gasped, realizing the end was near. I looked at him, and he simply held my hand, his grip firm yet gentle. It was as if he was saying he was there with me, that I wasn't alone. I tried to thank him, tried to speak, but my voice failed me. I felt tears streaming down my face, and I could see him watching me, his expression inscrutable. I wanted to ask him what happens next, where I'd go, but the words died in my throat. In that moment, I realized that he was here to guide me, to watch over me. As I took my final steps, I felt a wave of peace wash over me, and I closed my eyes. The pain began to fade, the world around me dimmed, and I felt myself drifting away. And then, just like that, it was over. I opened my eyes one last time, and he was gone. Only the cigarette remained, smoldering in the ashtray, the only proof that I wasn't alone at the end. Now, as I sit in this quiet room, I wonder if anyone will believe my story. But then again, maybe it's not meant for anyone else. Maybe some things are meant to stay between you and the one who watches over you when it matters most.